This wild bison madly rushed onto the road, running wildly along both sides. The driver inside the car braced himself for a brutal hit. But unexpectedly, as it approached the vehicle, the bison suddenly stopped. It turned sideways, blocking the front of the car, not allowing it to proceed. The animal's strange action confused the driver. He gripped the steering wheel tightly, fearing that a single move could provoke the large beast. Both man and bison remained in a tense standoff. The driver tried softly honking to shoo it away, but the bison didn't budge. The standoff dragged on, perhaps realizing humans didn't understand its intention. The bison reluctantly turned away, trying to stop other vehicles to seek help. But due to its massive size, no one dared to stop. It blocked countless cars, causing serious traffic jams. But to no avail. Luckily, a young man sensed something unusual. He remembered the saying, "Every creature on the road has a reason." He suspected the bison needed help, so he quietly followed it. Seeing someone willing to come along, the bison began to lead the way. It occasionally turned its head, as if checking whether the man was keeping up. They walked for over half an hour. Finally, the bison stopped by a bush on the roadside. The young man looked inside and froze. He spotted a strange creature staring at them. Gathering courage, he and his friend stepped closer, and realized it was a moose, trapped in a swamp. As they approached, the moose let out moaning cries for help. At that moment, the young man finally understood. The bison had been blocking traffic all along, just to find someone to help rescue its friend in trouble. The bison stood beside them with anxious, hopeful eyes. The young man and his friend quickly assessed the situation. The moose was deeply stuck and couldn't free itself. They realized that without rescue equipment, they hurried off to find a large wooden beam to use as a lever. But as soon as they touched the moose's body, the wooden log sank deep into the mud and couldn't support the weight. The moose was exhausted from struggling. Its eyes filled with despair. The young man tried to pull it out by hand, but it was useless. He even nearly got kicked by the moose from straining too hard. Perhaps realizing it was in danger, the moose began thrashing about violently. But everyone knows the more you struggle in a swamp, the deeper you sink. Knowing there was no time to waste, they returned to the car to get a rope, hoping they could pull it up to shore. But with a weight of several hundred kilos, the strength of two people wasn't enough. After discussing briefly, they decided one would pull from the front with the rope, while the other used a stick as a lever from behind. Meanwhile, the moose used its remaining strength to push upward, thanks to the combined effort of all three. After half an hour of struggling, the moose was finally pulled out of the swamp. However, as soon as it reached land, it didn't even look back in gratitude but immediately ran away.